Welcome to Blaze, a place where we explore and dive into different tips, tools, teachings, and techniques from across the various traditions to help you to embrace your woo and share it with the world in the ways that are perfect for you. My name is Surya Krishna, and I am a spiritual teacher and healer. I help people transform their lives using various tips, tools, teachings, and techniques from the various traditions. My greatest joy is to help people to come into more self-love, to love their lives, and to connect more deeply with the divine as they know it. And I do that using what I've learned. I've been studying deeply the traditions for over 16 years now in this lifetime. And to be honest with you, in countless other lifetimes as well. And before I was using more spiritual, energetic tools and techniques, I was utilizing my Bachelor of Science in Psychology and my graduate diploma in counseling. So really, I've been helping people create change in their lives for over 30 years now. And nothing that I've come across works as quickly as the healing modality that I now use called Ignite Your Spirit Therapy. And in today's session of Blaze, I'd like to offer you a tool for mental, emotional, and energetic mastery. This is just one of a series of what's called pranayama that does all of that. It helps with mental mastery, emotional mastery, and energetic mastery. It is the base pranayama from which this technique comes from is one of the basis of breath work. So it came before breath work. And the one I want to show you today is called alternate nostril breathing. And so I'll show you the technique and then I'll talk a little bit about it and what it actually does. And so if you're ready, why don't you do it along with me? So make yourself comfortable, sitting comfortably or laying down, whatever is comfortable for you. And then it doesn't actually matter which nostril you start with, but for ease of explanation, I'm gonna suggest that we plug off our right nostril and breathe in through the left. Plug off the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right, plug off the right, breathe out through the left. Now, that's one round. Usually I recommend people do at least 7 rounds. So again, plug off the right nostril, breathe in through the left, plug off the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right, plug off the right, breathe out through the left. And now I'll demonstrate it without talking. I recommend following along, doing your best. Because that's all we can really ask, really, is just that you do your best. So I'm going to plug off my right. and continuing until you've done at least 7 rounds, finishing with the out breath from the nostril that you started with. And so if you want to practice some more, I suggest pushing pause and maybe even rewinding a little bit and practicing some more. Now, I use this technique almost daily, before spiritual practices, before teaching, before, if I'm feeling out of sorts, if I'm feeling anxious, if I'm feeling like my brain is, my thoughts are continuing and it's just going crazy, or if my emotions, if I'm feeling feelings that are just getting out of control, then I will come to use this alternate nostril breathing. And because it is a tool for energetic, mental, and emotional mastery. Now, physiologically speaking, it has a calming effect on the nervous system. So when our brain is firing and we're having lots of different thoughts, when our emotions are out of control, what's happening is our nervous system is being affected and going into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And out of relaxation and healing. So by slowing the breath down, we can bring ourselves back into a state of relaxation and healing. The pranayama does that, especially the alternate nostril breathing. Because ideally what you're doing is you're filling the lungs completely and then emptying them. And so it has an effect on the nervous system and thus all of the systems of the body. Then it ripples out into the etheric, into our aura, chakras, and meridians, and to our minds as well, and has a calming effect. Now, energetically speaking, what we're doing is we're pulling energy up and down primarily three channels in our back called Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. And if you know what the Cardaceous looks like, the medical symbol that has two snakes winding up a central pole, and they come out and they've got wings. Well, clairvoyantly, that's what Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna look like. Maybe I can put a picture in the comments. I don't know if I can do that or not. I'll give it a go and see what we can do. And so when we do the alternate nostril breathing, we are activating Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, energetic channels, to increase the amount of energetic flow. Now, when energy stagnates within our being, when we grab on or don't allow for flow, then oftentimes we can become attached to outcomes, or we might experience physical pain, or we might even experience anxiety or more fear and worry because the energy isn't flowing. And so by doing alternate nostril breathing, what we're doing is we're increasing the flow through our system, up and down. So another hot tip when doing alternate nostril breathing is when you're focused on the in-breath, you can focus on the Ajna chakra, and with the out-breath, focus on the base chakra that's at the base of the spine. Now, sometimes you'll see people having their fingers on the Ajna chakra as they're doing alternate nostril breathing. Some people teach it that way, and it's not wrong. It's a way of doing it. And what I encourage people to do is to engage all of the system, to focus on the Ajna chakra on the out breath, in breath, sorry, Ajna chakra on the in breath, and base chakra on the out breath. That way you're doing the whole flow. My belief, my system of teaching utilizes and activates all of our energy centers. I believe that we're in bodies, we're having human experiences, and so let's engage in that. Let's not cut off any of the lower chakras. Let's create a vehicle that is beautiful and complete for the divine within to utilize, to awaken into. So that's why I encourage people to focus on the Ajna chakra with the in breath and the base chakra on the out breath. So Sushumna is the central pillar. And that pillar is part of a bigger meridian line called the Antakarana. Now, the Antakarana is an energy line that connects to the highest point that we can imagine. Oh, sorry about that. My battery just ran low. Plug in the phone. There we go. So the energy line, the meridian, the Antakarana, runs to the highest point that we can imagine, down through the universe, in through the top of our head, through our crown chakra, down through our body where it becomes a specialized part called the Antakarana, called the Sushumna, comes down to the base of the spine, and then continues on and into the earth, connecting us to the earth. And energy flows up and down that Antakarana. And I'll teach another exercise called the Connect exercise in another episode. For now, I want us to focus on the Sushumna that goes from the crown chakra to crown chakra, Ajna chakra, depending on the school, depending on your awareness, to the base chakra. Now, then there are two more channels, Ida and Pingala. So Pingala is the hot channel. So it starts / ends, because it doesn't really matter which end you start with, at the right side. So it tends to be a hot channel. It's sometimes symbolized as red, because red is meant to be hot and fiery, and ends at the right side of the base chakra, or starts at the right side of the base chakra, depending on where you want to start and end, because it doesn't really matter. These things are continual flows and really just entry points. And then sometimes it snakes up through the chakras, and so that's why it's seen as a snake, because it kind of looks like one, and comes out at the temple chakra on the right. Ida is the cooler channel, and it ends at the left temple and sometimes snakes its way down through the chakras to begin at the base chakra on the left. And so when you breathe in through the left, you're breathing up Ida, and then when you switch it over and breathe down the right, you're breathing down Pingala. And then when you breathe up through the right nostril, you're breathing up Pingala. And then when you close off the right, breathe out through the left, you're breathing down Ida. So that's all I want to say about Ida, Pingala, and alternate nostril breathing today. There are other teachings, and I'm going to hint at them now, in that Ida and Pingala hold the polarities of our beingness. And we're meant to have polarities within our world, because it's through the polarities that we exercise our free will. What do we choose? Another mystery around Ida and Pingala that I want to share with you is that our seeds of karma are held in Ida and Pingala. That's all I want to say about that now. Bit of a teaser. And if you've got questions about that, or you want to find out more, message me. You can either email me at suryakrishna.healings@gmail.com or direct message me. Put it in the comments below, contact me, and let me know what your questions are. I'd also like to know what your experience with alternate nostril breathing is or has been. Do you have any other teachings that you're aware of? Did you know about Ida and Pingala? Did you know about Sushumna? Again, if you've got any questions at all, feel free to contact me directly, either by email at suryakrishna.healings@gmail.com. Put it in the comments below, or contact me however you can. So these teachings are meant to help you to develop mental, emotional, and energetic mastery of the inner plane. I believe that we are meant to have mental, emotional, and energetic mastery. And the more of this alternate nostril breathing we engage in, the more mastery we develop. So feel free to use it, utilize it, let me know how you go with it. And I look forward to hearing about your experiences utilizing alternate nostril breathing. Bye for now.